Hi, my name is Brittany Neal, and I'm a team member of Kentucky Avery. In this module, we discuss explicit instruction as an identified high-leverage practice in the instruction domain. When we say that instruction is explicit, we mean that it is direct, using precise language, examples, and modeling to maximize clarity and minimize ambiguity. There are several strategies to consider in providing explicit instruction. First, teachers that use explicit instruction must carefully consider the clarity of their descriptions and explanations. They directly tell students the keys to whatever concept is being taught, making it obvious to all. But making it obvious means knowing your students, where they're from, their culture, interests, and background. The key is in finding ways to connect instructional concepts to the real lives of the students. Clearly, if we talk about opera as a way of introducing sound waves to high school students, it is not likely to be as interesting as if we use music that is popular among the group. For example, when introducing geometry concepts to a classroom of students from a working class neighborhood, it may be effective to talk about how math can be used to build houses, lay carpet, and consider how much paint it will take to fix a car. The more we develop relationships with our students, the easier it will be to tailor instructional concepts to their lives. Second, teachers that are explicit make use of modeling and demonstration. Modeling is perhaps the main distinguishing characteristic of effective instruction. Effective teachers are masters at demonstrating content and skills for students as a way of helping students understand how to be successful. Modeling is more than a simple teacher demonstration. Effective modeling involves physical demonstration along with verbal explanations, calling attention to the physical components, and questions to engage the students with the model. Watch this teacher modeling long division and notice how instructional talk is paired with the modeling to make it explicit.
So then, 2. Obvious? Any questions about that?
I don't get it.
Okay, let me do this one more time. I've got a trick for you. It's always the same 4 steps. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down. Here's how I remember that. Dirty mice stink bad. Okay, so let's do the first one, division. 3 goes into 6 2 times. Now I need to multiply. 2 times 3 is 6. Now I need to subtract. Now I need to bring down. And now I go back to divide again. 3 goes into 9 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9, 0, and we're done. See how that works?
Third, teachers that use explicit instruction present a range of relevant examples from the student's natural environment. Sometimes people assume that it's better if students experience only natural examples in the real world. While it's true that natural examples are important, those examples that occur naturally in any particular teaching environment are unlikely to represent the full range of examples that might be encountered in the real world. For example, suppose you wanted to teach the concept of a dog to students who had never seen a dog. Determined to only use natural examples, you look only at dogs in houses around the school. But what if all the dogs around the school happen to be black and brown labs? Would your students truly know what a dog was? Would they recognize that a dachshund is a dog? The real world has all these examples, but it takes a teacher to select the teaching examples that best demonstrate a concept. Student success is too important to leave to chance and hope that natural examples are sufficient. Importantly, not every example is a teaching example. Teaching examples are those that provide information to help the learner more clearly understand. So while one example of a brown Labrador might be necessary, effective teaching about dogs would make use of a wide range of dogs. Here's an example that is often not taught well. We teach students to be respectful of one another and show examples of what that looks like. But if we really think about when students would be most likely to struggle with this skill, it's when other students are disrespectful first. So as part of the instruction of this skill, we should be using an example that demonstrates how to be respectful of others when they are not being respectful of us. The key to example selection is to first show a range of positive examples, followed by a minimally different non-example to help students clearly discriminate right from wrong. Here's an example of this explicit strategy.
Okay, so if I get your attention up here, I do have something to tell you about being safe. This is a really important rule for being safe. We have a really specific, very simple rule, and it's called 4 on the floor. So when you're sitting in your chair, 1, 2, 3, 4 legs are on the floor. 4 on the floor. So I'm going to ask you some questions to see if you can figure out 4 on the floor. Am I 4 on the floor right now?
Yes.
Am I 4 on the floor right now?
Yes.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a weird one. Am I 4 on the floor right now?
Yes.
Yeah, 4 on the floor. Simple. Am I 4 on the floor now?
No.
Why not? Because
Because
I don't have 1, 2, 3, 4. So remember, to be safe, 4 on the floor.
The teacher showed a range of possible ways to be seated correctly, and then used one small change to show the difference between right and wrong. In summary, explicit instruction is a teaching practice that helps students to understand the concepts of being taught. Teachers create explicit instruction through the use of clarity in descriptions, modeling, and authentic examples.